Welcome to Railway Union Hockey Club for the EY Hockey League Round 8 fixture between Railway Union and Loreto Hockey Club. It's the final fixture before Christmas in the EY Hockey League and plenty at stake for both these teams. Loreto currently in second position, Railway currently in 7th. Here are the teams. It's Railway Union, number 6, Katie Fearon, number 21, Orla Fox, 18, Sarah Hawkshaw, she's captain, number 7, Holly Jenkinson, number 4, Kate Lloyd, number 20, Lily Lloyd, number 10, Kate Dillon, number 19, Florence Maughan, number 9, Lisa McCarthy, 27, Katie Mullen, number 1, Rena Norton in goals, number 8, Adele Nyland, number 2, Orla Patton, number 3, Sarah Patton, number 24, Niamh Shaw, and 13, Emma Smith. They'll be coming up against Loreto Hockey Club, number 29 in goals, Alana Carragher, number 3, Katie Crotty, number 15, Grace Donald, number 6, Katie Dunn, number 4, Zoe Dunn, number 16, Christina Hamill, number 8, Mia Jennings, she's the captain, number 9, Grace McLaughlin, number 5, Lisa Mulcahy, 7, Shifa O'Brien, number 12, Ella Pasley, number 11, Yasmin Pratt, number 10, Caitlin Sheeran, number 10, Aoife Taff, number 13, Nicola Torrans, and number 14, Sarah Torrans. So we're almost underway here in Railway Union for 3:30 start. Plenty of fixtures around the grounds. We bring you the results of those as we go along, as and when the results come in. We do have 1 or 2 results so far. UCD against Pembroke, that finished up 2-2, so both teams dropping valuable points, and UCD against Belfast Harlequins at the end of the first quarter are 1-0 in front. In the men, Monkstown against Banbridge after the third quarter, they're 1-0 up. YMCA against Pembroke after the third quarter, they're 3-1 up. Glenanne against Instonians after the first quarter, already 3-0 in front, and Lisna Garvey and Annadale's 0-0 after the first quarter. It's a really exciting fixture we have for you here. Loreto in second place, they're on 15 points already. Just 4 points behind first place Catholic Institute, but they've played 1 extra game and just 4 points between the two. So if Loreto can get a win, they'll have just 1 point between them and top place Catholic Institute, who are not playing today. Railway Union, they've had a few draws, 3 to be exact, so they've dropped 6 possible points in those draws. Had a good win last week, and the addition of Ireland captain Katie Mullen, a huge boon to the side. I'm looking forward to seeing a really exciting player, Adele Nyland. She's just come into the Railway squad recently. She'll be playing plenty after Christmas. Played some hockey in Germany and in the USA as well. Keep an eye out for her, number 8. Plenty of internationals on show. Sarah Torrans up front for Loreto. Christina Hamill plays in defence for Ireland, but we'll probably see her in midfield. And then Shifa O'Brien's one to watch. She's been making waves in Ireland training recently. On the Railway side, it's Sarah Hawkshaw who's captain, a really skillful player in midfield and up front, and then Katie Mullen, who comes to the club. She came to the club last week, scored on debut. Plenty of underage internationals on show for both teams, and former internationals Emma Smith, Kate Dillon, still lining out for Railway Union.
Yeah.
So as I said, this is the final fixture of the EY Hockey League before Christmas, and we'll take an international break.
Okay.
Both our men's and women's teams on show. The FIH Hockey Men's Nations Cup will be taking place between November 28th and December 4th in Potchefstroom, and the FIH Hockey Women's Nations Cup is between the 11th and 17th of December.
Yeah.
That's in Valencia in Spain, and we'll have plenty of indoor hockey as well. I'm Isabel Joyce. I'll be calling this game for you today, and our 2 officials on the left-hand side, Linda Coughlin, and on the right-hand side is Gillian Garrett, as the teams just start to make their way out for final words of wisdom from the 2 skippers.
That's as wide as I can go. So you can get that one in. Right, pan over to the other one.
Almost time to get going here. It's really bitterly cold day, but very still, so nice playing conditions for Railway and Loreto out on the pitch. Not as pleasant on the sideline as we start getting the colder weather coming in after 3 p.m. It will be a Loreto tip-off with Shifa O'Brien taking the ball. Katie Mullen, her opposite number, starts up front for Railway along with Adele Nyland and Kate Lloyd. Here we go. Overhead straight away and well taken down by Hawkshaw, who finds Smith and pops it back out to Orla Fox. Railway stalwart. And gets cut out by Sarah Torrans straight away. Christina Hamill finds Torrans again. Huge pace in this Loreto lineup. Drops it back out to Nicola Evans. So handball phase from Loreto. Christina Hamill, really exciting young player playing for Ireland at the moment, but a bit of a fluff pass on the left hand side. Katie Crotty can't find her mark. Plenty of pressure though from Loreto, and Patton can't clear. And Hamill again around the outside manages to miss the foot of Orla Patton. Holly Jenkinson tidying up in the circle. Aoife Taff putting the pressure on and can only get it just outside the circle. Holly Jenkinson manages to come out of that one with the ball. I think that gives you an idea of how Loreto are going to play. They're going to put huge pressure on this Railway back four. Quite a high press being put on. And Orla Patton can only go down the line, finds Loreto left back. Good interchanging play. A team that looks like they know each other well, young as they are. They've played together a lot, this group, and a lot of them play representative hockey together as well. That's one of two Torrans sisters, Nicola Torrans, younger sister of Ireland international Sarah Torrans. Jenkinson just about gets that one past, but Sarah Patton can't tidy up. Nice 3D skills, but good step from Holly Jenkinson. Two tall players both reaching for it, and Emma Smith coming out of defence. Good work from Hawkshaw to make sure that's a Railway ball. The two Pattons playing wing back. That's Sarah Patton on the left and Orla Patton will be playing on the right. Finds Katie Mullen, who looks in field, almost manages to find Katie Fearon. Dangerous play though. Emma Smith sending it out to Fox, out to Patton. And they'll recycle.
Yeah. This front bar in front of me, yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
Good brave defence.
Yes.
And a lovely loop to run from Shifa O'Brien. Mia Jennings, that's the captain.
Yeah.
And a nice spin from Nicola Torrans. Doesn't manage to control it though. Fox tidying up down the line to Sarah Patton. Huge pace from Sarah Patton, so one that they'll be worried about, Loreto. Kate Lloyd putting pressure on Grace McLaughlin. Really good tackle from Emma Smith, and that's given against her. Really disappointing for her. She'd done all the work, and it was adjudged a foul by Linda Coughlin. Lovely through ball from Grace McLaughlin. Quick turn from Torrans, looking to get some space so she can unleash her speed. Orla Patton just not giving it to her. Tries to send it over to her sister who was waiting in the circle. Jenkinson finds Fox beautifully in the centre, and lots of space out on the left from Patton. A really important intercept there. So just the first quarter, 4 minutes in now, and it's probably on as even. No real chances yet, but this could be one not quite controlled by Torrans. Patton looking to usher this ball out and decides to take it in the end. Good, nice turn from Sarah Hawkshaw, finds the space, sends it around, and Loreto just not quite having the joy they would want from that full press. Railway being able to just pop it into midfield and get it out the other side. Caitlin Sheeran, such an important player in the centre of defence for Loreto. She'll be the one that will look to distribute the most. Adele Nyland just being sold the dummy there up front. Nice little touch from Orla Patton. Katie Fearon put under big pressure there by Shifa O'Brien. And nice skills to go inside from Kate Lloyd. Beautifully done.
Someone at the scaffold. Okay.
Katie Mullen with space to run into. McLaughlin backtracking and an important interception there in defence. Torrans now forces the tackle over the sideline. Christina Hamill, such a lovely change of pace. Oh, what a touch from Katie Mullen. Into the circle and a chance, and just can't get on the end of that one. Adele Nyland. That's the first real chance for either team. Good cross from Katie Mullen, but it's a little bit too tight to the goalkeeper. Alana Carragher. This is Caitlin Sheeran. Sends it into midfield. Mia Jennings turns and looks. Fox does touch it on, but just into the path of the onrushing Jennings. And Railway scrambling back now. Sarah Torrans finds the foot of Katie Fearon. Good advantage being played by Linda Coughlin, but gives the free in the end. The transfer is on for Grace McLaughlin here. Caitlin Sheeran controls, draws the player and sends it out wide. And I think you can see from the number of balls that have been controlled over the sideline so far today, this is a new pitch in Railway, just been laid this year, and just still a little bit bouncy. Both teams grappling to try and control the ball. Niamh Shaw dummies and gives down the line to Lisa McCarthy. Finds Florence Maughan. Sarah Patton now playing on the right. Replaces her sister Orla Patton. Now Kate Dillon. Again to Maughan. Through ball beautifully played to Mullen, and unfortunately just onto her feet. That was a great opportunity for Railway. Lovely interchange though, and Coach Una McCarthy won't be too unhappy to see that. It wasn't the end product she would have wanted, but good signs from Railway. Beautifully controlled by Lisa McCarthy. One-handed. Emma Smith in the centre. Good returning tackle by Shifa O'Brien. Orla Fox. Intervention, as you so often see for Railway, and miscontrolled up into the body of Loreto. It'll be a free for Railway just outside the 25. Just being told to bring the ball back, and they wanted to take a quick free, but advantage was being played by Linda Coughlin. Good patience from Loreto now, just sitting deeper with Railway playing in their half. Shifa O'Brien putting in the hard yards. Chance for Dillon under her feet. Doesn't get a stick on it. Good quick thinking from Loreto, and good patient tackle from Emma Smith. Manages to come away with the ball, looks to go around the baseline and fires that towards the circle, but it's a Loreto player that she finds who clears. Already getting very dark here in Railway Union. The lights are on. A skip pass from Fox out to Orla Patton, who sends it down the line to Lily Lloyd. This skillful player, given license to just take the players on. So skillful is she. Lovely ball down the line now for Loreto, and seeing the pace of Shifa O'Brien. Through ball to Taff, who just about can't reach it. The long reach of Aoife Taff can't even get to that one. That was really dangerous play from Loreto. Almost threaded the needle. Loreto just opting to play an arrowhead now. They had been playing a full press. It wasn't working, so they've changed a nice step from number 15. That's Grace Donald. Sends it through to Shifa O'Brien, who I think has just run out of legs. She's done so much running in this opening 10 minutes. Overhead from Orla Fox. Doesn't get hold of it though. And O'Brien again on the ball. Stolen by Lisa McCarthy. Holds on to it and sends it out to Lloyd, who just controls it over the sideline. Another overhead and very smart play by Loreto. Florence Maughan looks to send it down the line. Can only find a Loreto stick, and it's been stolen back by McCarthy. Lovely turn and go from Lily Lloyd, who seems to be finding her feet now. Out to Patton, and Railway will recycle once again. They've tended to just go one way though. They haven't really sent Loreto back and forth, and that bouncing ball again. So difficult to control, those ones just skipping across the turf here in Railway. Jennings and crossing there. I think Orla Fox had her hand up. She was looking for a foul. Zoe Dunn playing on the right hand side, finds McLaughlin, sends a crossfield ball, good step, and Lily Lloyd finds some space in the centre and sends it to Adele Nyland. Just a bit of miscommunication there. Really dangerous play from Railway there. A little touch from Loreto probably saved them. And Sarah Hawkshaw, who can she find? She's going to take them on. Sends it out wide to Patton, who fires it in. Caitlin Sheeran intercepts, and really well done from Torrans there. Manages to control that one and find a foot. McLaughlin, a right foot pass, can't find Dunn. Lisa McCarthy, goal scorer from last week, finds Hawkshaw, sends it through. Lily Lloyd has a look at the umpire, Linda Coughlin, and isn't quite sure what went wrong, but I think the tackle from behind, she wasn't allowed to do that. So into Christina Hamill, a little pop pass, and it's controlled by Lana Carriger, who sends it out. That's brave goalkeeping. And Adele Nyland, the Camogie player from Tip, sends it to McCarthy. Mia Jennings looked to take that one quickly, but was sent back. It's been an entertaining quarter so far, but no real out and out chances for either team yet. Again, looking to send that one forward, and Railway defence just being caught a little bit high here, a little bit flat. There's definitely danger if Loreto can send those balls through. Christina Hamill now just slides one through to Taff, and she's punished for a stick foul. Sarah Patton looks to go down the line. Caitlin Sheeran rather fortuitous with that ball through to Taff. A little elbow in the back, but she's allowed to get away with it only so far as Sarah Patton lost the ball. Holly Jenkinson and Loreto just not allowing Railway to get out and across the pitch. They're keeping them in one side. Sarah Patton turns and goes, but a good step there from Loreto means it's brought back for a free. Again, Loreto just stopping the transfer. Sarah Hawkshaw, though, takes it and sends it to the left. Lisa McCarthy can't control the bouncing ball, and that's a lovely transfer from Caitlin Sheeran. Katie Mullen comes on the pitch and it immediately has an impact, but sends that one too far forward for Florence Mon. Brilliant addition for Railway Union. Katie Mullen, a leader on and off the pitch. You could hear her calling from the sideline. 2 weeks in the club and she's already calling the press. Bouncing ball, and Orla Patton's the one who's alive to it the quickest. She'll take it towards the sideline. Niamh Shaw coming back to offer extra defence, and it's rolled back out to her. And again to Patton. Goes infield and down the line. Beautiful play by the Railway left back. A good pick up from Katie Mullen. Gets it onto her left hand. Into the circle, a chance. And Lloyd looks to send it goalwards, and a foot from Katie Mullen. Every time it looks like there's a chance, it just seems to find the foot of the attacking team so far today. Caitlin Sheeran to McLaughlin into midfield. Pressure being put on by Emma Smith. Run being made by the left back there, and Loreto sometimes do go to three at the back. They like to roll their left back up the pitch. Not attempting to do that one there, but the pass just too strong. Niamh Shaw looking forward. Looks to find Emma Smith, but the connection not made. Torrans, and not given by Niamh Shaw, and she turns and takes the quick really quickly, and now through, miscontrolled, and that could be the saving of Railway Union. Good defence from Orla Patton. Good indoor skills being shown there. Plays for Ireland in the indoor team. And now Katie Fearon looking to get her feet facing forward. Big pressure from Loreto. Well worked out by Railway. Plenty of numbers there in the left corner. Just the 20 seconds left, being called from the bench. Katie Fearon loses it over the sideline, and Loreto will look to take this free very quickly. Katie Crotty out to McLaughlin, and Crotty again. Big few seconds of defence from Railway Union here. Sarah Hawkshaw wins it in the end. Niamh Shaw takes a quick free, and that's the end of the quarter. So first quarter done and dusted here in Railway Union between Railway and Loreto Hockey Club. It's been breathless, but not too many chances so far. We end the quarter 0-0. It'll be just a couple of minutes. Join us again for the second quarter then. It's Railway against Loreto in the EY Hockey League. We've had the first quarter and it's finished up 0-0. Not a goal and no penalty corners for either side. So it's been a bit of a cagey affair. Loreto looking dangerous on the break. Railway sometimes being caught a little high in defence, a little high and flat. Whereas Railway looking dangerous with a bit of interchange and interplay. But Loreto probably better at making sure they're not flat. They're man-to-man marking in defence. So it's on as even at the moment. Rachel Kelly will take the second quarter tip off for Loreto. Sends it skyward, looks for Sarah Torrans, who tries to steal it from Orla Patton, but bit of a stick foul, I think, there. Mia Jennings alive to that one, takes a quick free as Orla Patton looked to send it off her stick over the sideline. And Loreto, good ball pace around the back. And again, that bouncy ball, Katie Crotty can't control it. Katie Mullen looks to take a quick free. Overhead looks for her Ireland teammate Sarah Hawkshaw, and what a vision that was by the Ireland skipper. And just eludes Sarah Hawkshaw, Railway's captain today. Shifa O'Brien takes on to reverse, and I'm not sure why that one hasn't been given against Loreto. And again, not 5. It's all happening here. Lily Lloyd, great defensive running, comes back to offer a pass out. Railway's ball there as Katie Crotty tackles it over the sideline from Katie Mullen. It was a frenetic start there. Katie Mullen on the left sideline sends it reverse stick across the pitch, finds Kate Dillon. Space now on the right, she sends it into the circle. Saved by the goalkeeper Alana Carger, and now Dillon finds Mullen. Loreto working to make sure they don't give away a penalty corner, and with Railway ending up on the baseline. Fires it in. Kate Dillon so strong on the push pass. Katie Mullen looks for a foot and it's managed to beat 4. Mia Jennings with an overhead to clear her lines. Holly Jenkinson now around the back to Orla Fox. Again, the bouncing ball causing trouble. Patton, change of pace, beats Kelly. Just looks to beat one too many. Crotty only gets it as far as Patton, who manages to control and send out to Fox. Loreto just holding off. And again, the bouncing ball over Patton's stick. Whichever team can deal with that the best for the rest of the game, I think, might find themselves with a win under their belts. An unprecedented number of balls going over the sideline just from transfer. In the corner now, Katie Fearon has space to turn but doesn't read the run from Hawkshaw. And that run not read either. Rachel Kelly just overrunning that pass. Both teams guilty of not linking between midfield and forward lines. And Holly Jenkinson sends that straight into the path of Shifa O'Brien, and the swinging clearance means it goes over the end line on purpose, and we have the first penalty corner of the match for deliberately sending it over the baseline. We'll likely see Sarah Torrans over the top of this ball. Loreto like to slip it to the left. They also like to go back to the injector. That's Shifa O'Brien. Actually have Sarah Torrans on the left, and Christina Hamill will be stopping Caitlin Sheeran over the ball. Mia Jennings on the slip right. Not controlled as she would have liked, Christina Hamill, and a good save from Rihanna Norton in goal. That was a difficult one to watch. Caitlin Sheeran obviously just rolling with it, and that little touch from Patton, the first runner, meant it was a bit of a deflection. Dangerous ball, just deflected off Loreto's stick, and Railway on the attack again. There it was, just trying to send it goalwards there, Mia Jennings, but goes too high, too dangerous, and when it's not on target, that's always a free against the attacking team. Lovely little drag to the right from Patton, finds Katie Fearon, who sends it towards Adele Nyland. Now quick free again from Mullen, who sends it towards Kate Lloyd on the back post, and finds Loreto stick as usual. They just need that to come off once. Railway, they're happy to send it in towards the goal, not particularly towards a specific player. They're just firing it towards the general direction and hoping that it gets through to one of their players. Pressure from Nyland. A quick free and finds the foot of Katie Fearon, and again Mia Jennings takes a quick free, finds her forward. That's Nicola Torrans. They'll recycle again. Good patience being shown by the youngsters. Both sides marking quite tightly, so it's really difficult for the forwards to control the ball under that kind of pressure. Sarah Patton finds the foot. Swinging stick, a quick free taken by Patton. Can she make use of her pace? Just taking it on a bit too much, Patton. And now Sarah Torrans uses her pace to burn around Holly Jenkinson. Looks to bring it back and finds her sister in the end, but Nicola Torrans can't control. Lisa McCarthy now pops it out. Finds Katie Fearon and a bit of a chopping stick. That's Ella Pasley. Beautifully picked out, threading the needle there, Orla Patton. Good important interception from Lisa Mulcahy. Katie Mullen, such great vision again, looks to go across the field to Florence Maughan. McCarthy, no options in front. They're going to have to go around the outside here, Railway Union. Defending the outside of their circle really tightly here, Loreto. Katie Dunn sees, can she get away with it, but free against her. Holly Jenkinson a little bit too quick there, the pass. Good mature play from Nicola Evans. Finds Mulcahy. Lovely ball pace. Caitlin Sheeran, but a loose ball being picked up by Lisa McCarthy. Railway retain possession. Niamh Shaw breaking through, finds Maughan just out of her reach though and cleared by Loreto. Niamh Shaw looking to use her 3D skills, gets it on a reverse, sends it in, but blocked off by Grace McLaughlin, former teammate, used to play her hockey at Railway Union. Again, Railway looking to go around the back. Maughan put under big pressure, manages to pop it back out. Railway looking for any small gap to get through. Sarah Torrans putting pressure on again. A bit of a hit and hope there by Maughan. Caitlin Sheeran sends an overhead, but straight to Holly Jenkinson, who finds Smith, sends it out wide, and now space down the right. Too much space though, and too wide for Adele Nyland. Both teams looking a little bit tired now, so we'll see plenty of substitutions, no doubt. Slipped through. Clearance, but only as far as Orla Fox, and that should be given as a free, but Railway still have the ball, so advantage played. A period of dominance from Railway here, but Loreto happy to defend the space outside their circle, making it really difficult for Railway to get through. But they do get through. Again, miscontrolled. Such is the pressure from Loreto that the gaps are so small. Passes have to be pinpoint perfect, and the receives have to be done under huge pressure. Kate Lloyd looks to slip it through to Katie Mullen with great interception by Caitlin Sheeran, and now Aoife Taff looks to make inroads. Ella Pasley recycles and Katie Crotty sends it to McLaughlin. Katie Crotty looking to take on Emma Smith around the outside. Sarah Patton coming out the better of that clash of sticks. Emma Smith out to Holly Jenkins. Not great ball pace there, so puts pressure on Holly Jenkinson, and a bit of luck there for Railway Union, you'd have to say, that they came away with the free because they were in big trouble. Sarah Torrans had the ball there and was looking like she knew exactly where the goal was that she wanted to score. Gillian Garrett just making sure everyone knows what's going on. She's the umpire on the right of screen. She's just out of shot. And then to Coughlin, the other umpire today. So good tight press by Loreto here. Lots of pressure on Railway and a swinging tackle. Sarah Torrans just a centimetre out, almost came away with the ball. Fox now looking to take a quick free, but Loreto's so good at getting back in defence today. It's been a real mark of their play. Youthful team, good pace, and look at those tiny skills from Lisa McCarthy. Able to find a tiny space between two players and get through. Sarah Patton now to Fox. Torrans putting pressure on. Nice little underarm pass to Katie Fearon, who finds Orla Patton. Lifted pass, but no danger, says Gillian Garrett. Controlled by McLaughlin, and Ella Pazzi not able to make the most of that pass. A lot of hockey being played between the two 25s in this match. No real out and out chances, possibly just that penalty corner that we saw earlier in this quarter from Loreto. That's the best chance there's been, and somehow that ball finds its way all the way down to Loreto baseline. Railway playing really high line in defence. Their deepest defender 10 yards in front of their 25. Really fast forward line from Loreto means that could prove dangerous at some point. Sent over the sideline there. Again, Loreto showing the ball pace they possess. Katie Crotty now having a look to see Ella Pazzi on the right. Sends it under the stick of Katie Fearon. Orla Patton just about gets the touch on that one to ensure there's a free against Shifa O'Brien because she was away there. A little touch onto the foot. It's been a real game of inches. That one adjudged over the sideline. As the rain starts to fall, McLaughlin sends it into midfield. Lovely interplay between Sheeran and Hamill, but it's just back out to the back line again. Now space for Pasley. Finds Hamill, and another timely intervention by Orla Patton finds Katie Mullen. Katie Crotty touches it. Doesn't get five. Does a good impression of a matador to get out of the way. And now Sheeran. A real battle between Mullen and Sheeran as the ball's bouncing along. Gillian Garrett just warning the Ireland captain. Look at that skill, and that little stick tap by Katie Mullen was what she was being given out for. Difficult defence for Railway. It does find the foot, and it's penalty corner number 2 for Loreto. Second one in this quarter. With just 3 minutes left to go on the clock. The last injection didn't really come out to the right place from Shifa O'Brien. Christina Hamill had to move and they had to take evasive action. Looks like a different setup from Loreto this time. Ella Pasley on the left-hand side now. Caitlin Sheeran over the ball. Just 2 back in defence. So they're open to the counter-attack. Loreto. Hamill to Sheeran. Touches it in. And I think that's an unbelievable 6 save from Niamh Shaw on the line. Yeah, brilliant save from the Railway defender. And while you've been looking at that replay, we've just had a missed shot from Shifa O'Brien. So danger means that was a free out for Railway, but there was extended pressure on the Railway circle by Loreto. Nice turn by Katie Fearon, but positioning from Ella Pasley, and Loreto just growing into this quarter as we're about to finish it. A couple of minutes left on the clock as the speed ramps up. Loreto just making the most of their entries into the circle slightly more than Railway. Railway tending to just fire it in a little bit rather than looking for specific passes inside the circle. Good skills from Sarah Patton. Finds the stick of Crotty over the sideline. Strength from Katie Fearon, and Christina Hamill hits her foot. Sarah Patton finds Katie Mullen, and it's given against her. I think it was given as back stick. Katie Mullen none too impressed. So Loreto looked to get out of defence. Sheeran under pressure, but she knew she was alive to it. Emma Smith steals now, and it's Adele Nyland on her left. Smith keeps it. The former Ireland international, but Crotty staying calm and collected. Again, a touch from Emma Smith, and Orla Fox now breaking through from defence. Finds Lloyd. Lily Lloyd finds Fearon, who'll look to drive around the outside. Just running out of space now, looking for options. Lily Lloyd. Good tight stick skills as that ends the second quarter, and it's still 0-0 between Railway Union and Loreto Hockey Club at the end of the first half. 2 short penalty corners to Loreto in that quarter, but they couldn't make the most of them, and I think both teams will feel like they should have made more of a few opportunities going into the break. It'll be just under 5 minutes now until we begin the third quarter. Join us again for the remainder of this match. Well, it's been a cagey affair so far in the EY Hockey League match between Railway Union and Loreto Hockey Club, but there are results around the country so far. In the women's side, Old Alex and Pembroke have drawn 2-2, so both teams there dropping 2 points. And UCD against Belfast Harlequins, it's in quarter 3. There, UCD are 6-0 in front. On the men's side, results in the match against Monkstown and Banbridge, Monkstown going down by 1-2. And YMCA against Pembroke, that's at full time. YMCA coming out 6-2 on top in that fixture. But attention back to Loreto against Railway Union. Loreto had 2 penalty corners in the second quarter there, but couldn't make either count. So they finished 0-0 at half time. Railway Union looking good up until the 25, and possibly then just firing the ball into the circle a little bit with no control. Loreto not managing to get on the attack quite as much, but when they do get into the opposition circle, they look a little bit more on point. So Sarah Hawkshaw, the skipper for Railway, will get the play underway in the second half. A bit of messy play to start. We've seen that in pretty much all the quarters so far. Nicola Torrans sends that hopefully forward. It's a Railway ball. We've seen Loreto typically putting a huge amount of pressure on when Railway are playing in the corner. Emma Smith finds Lisa McCarthy. Grace Donald putting pressure on and just sending it over the sideline. Orla Patton looking to throw that over Nicola Torrans' head. A bit of ill discipline there from Torrans after a good bit of work from her. Orla Patton will recycle out to Shaw. Pressure being put onto her to keep it on the side she's on. But brave defending from Nicola Evans, and that's hit the foot of Christina Hamill. I'm not sure how that wasn't caught, but she played on well. Well, you can't quite see it because of the pole that's in front of you there, but there is a player on the ground, so they'll just stop time for the moment to make sure that she's okay. It was an extraordinary run of play there where it hit the foot quite clearly of Christina Hamill, but it is difficult in hockey. The ball's really small, so if you're caught behind a player as an umpire, you can only really call what you can see. So lots of shouts going on, but if you don't see it, you can't give it. Lots of international hockey coming up. Keep an eye out for that on our social media. EYHL Hockey Men's Nations Cup is coming up. That starts on November 28th to December 4th. That's in Potchefstroom, South Africa. And then the women, they'll be taking part in the same competition. That'll be in Valencia, Spain. That'll be from the 11th to the 17th of December. So both teams ramping up towards that. You'll have announcements of the teams very shortly on our social media and on our website. So play getting underway. Niamh Shaw, not sure who she was sending that towards, but she did manage to get it through. Lisa Mulcahy looks infield, tidied up by Holly Jenkinson, but it did find a foot, I think, before it got to her. Mulcahy, quick free now down towards Christina Hamill, who's in space, looks to find a foot, and actually Niamh Shaw did really well to get her feet out of the way there. Del Nyland just looks to clear, and lovely indoor skills from Orla Patton, bundled over by Grace Donald. Doesn't make too much of it, just gets up to take the free and finds Emma Smith. Lovely first time pass down to Nyland, but pressure from Loreto and a loose ball picked up by Caitlin Sheeran. She's been brilliant today in the centre of defence for Loreto. Sarah Patton, she's not had much space to run into. She's used to making a lot of blazing runs down the sideline. Niamh Shaw finds Kate Lloyd this time, and she just passes it on to Lisa McCarthy for the overlapping run. Katie Mullen just pauses for a second, can't believe she didn't control that one. Good chance for her to make a run into the circle, but just watches it go over the end line. Caitlin Sheeran sends it around the back. Nyland, pressure on. Lisa Mulcahy sends it towards Emma Smith. It's too high, and Sarah Hawkshaw finds Smith again. Not off too much worse, but it's stolen by the skipper, Mia Jennings, and she's making a run forward. A mazy run as she waits for the players to come up behind her. That's Sarah Torrans, and loads of space on the right. Christina Hamill. It's very unusual to see her miss control, and very unusual to see Sarah Hawkshaw pass straight to the opposition. Lots of unforced errors from both teams there, and that might be just showing the pace this game is being played at. Both teams playing at full tilt. Pressure being put on now by Katie Mullen, being toyed with somewhat by the Loreto defence. Intercept by Adele Nyland, who finds Kate Lloyd, and a good return tackle. Just looks to take it inside there, Lloyd. Lisa Mulcahy was alive to it. And Grace McLaughlin finds, and now Lloyd on her knees finds the pass. Bouncing ball, gets through everybody, but doesn't get through Caitlin Sheeran at the end. A really good mature defending, and finds Christina Hamill, who managed to get through 3 or 4 railway defenders. Gillian Garrett calling the free back. Caitlin Sheeran on the ball now. She's been ultra impressive today. Hardly put a foot wrong in defence for Loreto. Christina Hamill sends a bouncing ball to the right, and well controlled by Dunn. That's all she can do though, because loses it to Railway. Holly Jenkinson now loses, and it's Nicola Torrans who finds space to run into and doesn't link up with her sister, who holds her hands up wondering what her sister was doing. Emma Smith has it on a string, finds McCarthy. Gillian Garrett just deciding what it is. It's a wide, is in the end is what's given. Kate Dillon was calling for a long corner, but good communication between the two umpires means it's given as a free hit out. Popped into midfield. Christina Hamill puts it through the legs of Kate Dillon, finds Katie Crotty, or excuse me, finds Dunn. Sarah Hawkshaw looks to find Kate Dillon, who makes the most of a mistake in defence, through to Katie Mullen. Those two played international hockey together before Dillon retired. McLaughlin finds the space. Bouncing ball though. Her teammate Lisa Mulcahy won't thank her for that. Working the ball out of defence now, Loreto. Lots of space out in the left for Grace Donald. Orla Patton makes an intervention. Bit more patient now, Loreto coming out of defence and being forced into that by a high press from Railway. Smith tidies up. Good call from Lily Lloyd down the line. Has the pace on Sheeran. Will look to get this into the circle and draw a foul. And I think the Railway feel that they should get a penalty corner there. A similar incident in the first quarter was given against Railway as a penalty in the second quarter. But enough was done to make it look like it was going out towards the sideline for Gillian Garrett to give it as a long corner. Lovely ball now through to Lily Lloyd again. Sends it towards the goal, but unfortunately it was missing the goal. So the fact that it was lifted means it's a free out. Lily Lloyd looking on song now. Such a dangerous player when she's playing well. Really good patience by Lily Lloyd forced that. There's Sarah Hawkshaw looking to find one of the Kates. Julian Garrett knows Kate Dillon very well and she sends her back to take the free again. Always likes to take it quickly, and that's a beautiful ball from Emma Smith. Good defending body check from Loreto means Railway couldn't get it with Hawkshaw. Finds Dillon, a spin and sends it in. So Railway just starting to look a little bit more dangerous all of a sudden. Good vision from Emma Smith, but again a bouncing ball. Nora Patton hits the ground, frustrated by losing that one over the sideline. Aoife Taff looks to get past Emma Smith, and a bit of the sound of clash of sticks was what went against Railway there. Good interception from Katie Mullen. She's going to put huge pressure now on Grace McLaughlin. A nice little dummy and go. I think Lily Lloyd, she's been brilliant this quarter so far, and that's far too strong in the tackle from Loreto, and you think that cards will have to start coming out soon. It's getting a bit of a contentious affair. Yeah, just have a look at that body check. Just ended up in a bit of trouble there. Grace McLaughlin looking to get it out of defence here. Really good clearance there. Grace Donald did the work in the corner. Just a little stop and hit. Holly Jenkinson back to Katie Fearon and pops it back out, and now around the back. Ola Fox finds left back, and a weighted ball down the sideline, but no forward really making the run. Done into Sheeran. I don't think we've seen Sheeran lose the ball yet today. Emma Smith, she's grown into this game. One of the two captains for Railway Union this year. Hawkshaw wearing the armband today, and a lovely receive again from Lily Lloyd. Katie Crotty looking to draw the foul and gets it in the end. Lovely lifted pass to Taff. Florence Mon and Lisa McCarthy putting the pressure on, but good strength from Taff. And now out to the right, space for Sarah Torrans. Watch out now as she puts on the afterburners. Katie Friend as well to keep up with her there. Through ball and a bit of a battle between the Schieffer O'Brien and Neve Shaw there. It's one of those ones that could go either way. It went the Railway way. So often goes the way of the defence in those situations. Patton, a drag to the left. I don't think that Sarah Torrans had got 5 there, but they're going to play on. Tension's starting to run a little bit higher here in Railway Union. It's still 0-0. Both teams desperate for a win. Railway Union still in 7th position with just 9 points, but Loreto in 2nd place on 15. They're keen to get 3 points and just have 1 point between them and Catholic Institute in 1st place going into the Christmas break. 5 minutes left of this 3rd quarter. A lovely skies sweep pass to Lisa. Katie Fearon just running into a blockade of Loreto defenders. Sarah Patton fouled by Schieffer O'Brien, and that will be the first card of the day. A green card for that return tackle, and just too much in it, says Linda Coughlin. She's sent Schieffer O'Brien to the bench for 2 minutes. And can Railway make the most of the 2 minutes they have with 11 players to 10? Katie Mullen approaches, bouncing past to Crotty, one of the Dunn sisters, Katie Dunn. Crotty sends it overhead. Or the pattern underneath it. Pressure from Taff. Florence Hahn opts to go with one hand. Shaw over to Jenkinson. Forced to take it on the reverse, and she's lucky there that Mia Jennings miscontrolled over the sideline. But then Railway do the same for Loreto. Another miscontrol over the sideline. That bouncing ball really challenging both sides. A brave defending from Lisa McCarthy, last year's captain for Railway. And it's done. Just stuck in the corner there on the right hand side. And Loreto looked clear. Shaw sends it around to the right. A bouncing ball once more. I think both teams will be practicing skipping balls across the turf in the next few weeks in their training sessions. Katie Crotty draws in a few defenders, and Christina Hamill can't make the most of that. Kate Lloyd looks to find her sister Lily, and it's just too quick for Lily Lloyd. Didn't get control of that one going forward. That was a really good chance for Railway because Loreto had committed plenty of numbers forward. We're almost at the end of the third quarter, just 2 minutes to go, and still 0-0. Sure, and it'll be a free for Railway Union. Ball being put up by Loreto, so when there are two players underneath it, it always goes the way of the defending team. Orla Patton to Fox, finds Jenkinson to Shaw. That's a brilliant interception by Mia Jennings, so quick there on the break as well. Finds Torrans, really dangerous when they get space to run into Loreto. Railway forwards looking to come back and make sure they defend this last minute. Too quick, just in front of Katie Dunn. Hawkshaw. And they have a free in a dangerous position here, Loreto. Mia Jennings pops it out to Sheeran. He finds Dunn. Lovely overlapping run. Railway have to defend now for just under a minute. But there's a free player in the circle, and that's sent home. What a shot by Sarah Torrans. She was free in the circle. It made its way through to her. One touch, and she unleashed on Rian Norton's goal. Not much that Norton could do. Quick little fired pass into the circle, and where was the defence? 5 Loreto players to the Railways 3 in the circle, and Loreto go 1-0 up with just 20 seconds on the clock. What a hammer blow that is for Railway Union. Just as the whistle's about to go for the third quarter, they concede. They'll be wondering where was the defence for that one, because there was Sarah Torrans. You don't want to give her space in the circle, the Ireland international. That's given as a free out for not going 5. And I think there'll be harsh words from coach Una McCarthy at the 3-quarter time for Railway Union for allowing that one to go in. We did have a stoppage for an injury earlier in the quarter, so there are still a couple of minutes left. And Railway putting the full press on now. Emma Smith wins that one. Adele Nyland now looking to use her pace, but sends that one too far in front of herself. And that is the end of the third quarter. There's been one goal in this quarter that separates the two teams. Loreto go 1 in front just a couple of minutes before the end of the third quarter. It was a really quickly taken pass here by Captain Mia Jennings in the centre of your screen. Just a little stop and go, finds Sarah Torrans free as a bird. Florence Maughan had found herself between two players, couldn't pick which one to go to, and what a snapshot that was from Torrans to put one goal between them and Railway Union. We'll have a couple of minutes break. Join us again for the fourth and final quarter of this tie between Railway Union and Loreto Hockey Club. It's 1-0 here to Loreto Hockey Club against Railway Union in the EY Hockey League Round 8 fixture. We have results from around the country. In the women's side, Old Alex against Pembroke. That one's 2-2 at full time. UCD and Belfast Harlequins. UCD won that one 9-0. A punishing game for Belfast Harlequins. Men's side, Monkstown and Banbridge. Banbridge won that one 2-1. YMCA beat Pembroke 6-2, and Lisna Garvey and Annadale finished 0-0. Still a couple of fixtures starting now, so keep an eye on that. There is EY Hockey League 2 fixtures next weekend, but the EY Hockey League 1 will finish up for the winter break after this round of fixtures. So fourth quarter, Loreto 1-0 up, and Railway with it all to do if they want to go into the break with a win under their belts. You can tell that Railway think their best chance by putting a big pressure on the Loreto defence, and not 5 yards there from Ella Pasley. The Railway Union onlookers looking to make the most of their voices and put pressure on the umpires. Free given against Loreto there. Sarah Hawkshaw moves at 5 and sends it into the circle. Miss hit though. Dunn comes away with the ball. Good tackle, good return tackle from Hawkshaw, and just too strong a pass. It's Rachel Kelly now. Lily Lloyd looks to find Kate Dillon, but Rachel Kelly intervenes. A lovely touch from Sheafer O'Brien. Sends it into Grace Donald, but I think a mistaken trip there from Railway. Caitlin Sheeran on the ball. Grace McLaughlin. Katie Crotty finds Donald. It looks like Railway are coming out of the traps really quickly here. Katie Mullen almost gets the ball there for a chance. Will it be a long corner for Railway? They've really ramped up the pressure in this quarter already. Only 30 seconds in, or 2 minutes in, I mean. And Orla Fox almost links up with Kate Dillon, making a wide run there. A full press on by Railway Union. Katie Mullen blocking off the pass around the back, so they'll have to find midfield. Christina Hamill does find midfield and manages to get through to Ella Pasley. Done. To Sheeran, who recycles. Finds McLaughlin. Mullen wins it. And it just goes past Lily Lloyd. And there was a foul, though, on Katie Mullen. Good advantage being played by Gillian Garrett. Katie Crotty tackling on the wrong side there. You cannot come in on the right-hand side of a player. Create too much danger, so a penalty corner correctly adjudged by Gillian Garrett there, and the first one for Railway Union of the match. Loreto 1 goal in front thanks to a cracking shot from Sarah Torrans from open play. She found herself in acres of space, took one touch and sent it home. 2 castles here for Railway Union. Orla Fox over the right-hand castle, Sarah Patton over the left one. Sarah Hawkshaw running in on the backhand deflection, Katie Fearon and Katie Mullen on the forehand. This one looking like it's going to Smith. It does. Sweep from Fox. No real malice on that one. Katie Fearon wins it outside the circle but sent out into the corner. Sent into the circle, and Lloyd wins it, finds a foot, and finally given by Gillian Garrett. That's the longest advantage I've seen given, but I think it's probably a good way to go in case a shot comes off. That corner just did not come out as quickly as Rowe would have liked, and Orla Fox's sweep just too slow. It's now Katie Fearon over the right-hand castle and Sarah Patton over the left-hand castle. So we may see a switch to Orla Fox on the right. Look out for Emma Smith passing under the arm to Fox. Lily Lloyd to Smith. Finds Katie Fearon, brings it right. Well read by Hamill. Long corner. Good dummy from Fox. Emma Smith reaches that one, sent in towards the goal, and Lily Lloyd just can't quite get on the end of it. What a chance that was. Thread of the needle here, Emma Smith. Look at this reach. Controls it, sends it in off the wrong foot, and I don't think Lloyd thought it was going to make its way through to her. Good strength from Zoe Dunn. Just did enough to put Lily Lloyd off balance. Mullen wins that. Excuse me, doesn't win that free. It was given against her. Christina Hamill wins it. McLaughlin, disguised sweep, just too fast for Dunn. A lot of pace on the ball for just a 10-yard pass. So Railway have started this quarter by far the brighter, but Aoife Taff almost sends that into her own path. Shaw to McCarthy. And Shaw does well to recycle that one. And Holly Jenkinson just sends that straight into Christina Hamill's path. It's just outside the circle, but given as a penalty corner. I don't know if that's because she thought that Jenkinson was inside the circle, or because she thinks it was a foul on purpose, but it's given as a penalty corner. Sloppy play from Holly Jenkinson there, just looking to pass it into the midfield and found the Loreto midfielder instead. Once again, Caitlin Sheeran over the ball. Loreto lining up with 3 on the right and 1 on the left this time. They've been sending 2 in on both sides up until this point. Sheeran, dummies, and it goes to the left. Good save from Norton. Sheeran sends it all the way back to McLaughlin. Sarah Torrans looking to go around the outside. I think there's stick shielding going on there, so Linda Coughlin gives a free against Loreto. You can't you can't dribble with your stick in front of the ball like that. So really good watchful umpiring by Linda Coughlin. Lisa McCarthy had nowhere to go. She'll be happy to come out to the good on that one. Really brave defending that from Sarah Torrans. Huge space on the left. They haven't quite got that press right yet, Loreto. The full press, a big gap in between their forward line and midfield line. Dunn comes away with the ball. Looks from McLaughlin, who finds Pasley. Manages to power her way through the railway midfield. Dunn's been good in that right back position. Really composed, the youngster. Kate Lloyd goes on her reverse. And Katie Fearon holds her hands up asking what she's done wrong there, but you can't tackle on the ground, so free against her. Mia Jennings spins out of those tackles and good quick pass from Caitlin Sheeran. Lisa Mulcahy on the left, stolen by Hawkshaw, finds Smith, overlapping. Katie Mullen almost gets that one, but Caitlin Sheeran, she's put in an unbelievable performance today. Oh, that's really dangerous play from Grace Donald. Gets her stick caught, and unfortunately you're not supposed to pull your stick up like that. It can get really dangerous, but a free against Railway Union. Caitlin Sheeran now. Torrans to a huge space now. Sheafer O'Brien looks to use her 3D skills. They've lived really well with this increased pressure from Railway, have Loreto. Such a young team. Lisa Mulcahy to Sheafer O'Brien, who rolls Orla Patton. And that's a great return defending from Patton. Too strong in the tackle again, Sheafer O'Brien. Dylan loses in midfield. Brilliant intercept from Hawkshaw. What can the Ireland international do? Spins out of that tackle. McLaughlin. Dylan takes a quick free. Looks for the stick foul, but isn't giving it. Christina Hamill now on the ball. And I think both teams overrunning it a little bit shows just how both teams are tiring. O'Brien recycles and finds Torrans. And Loreto catching their breath. There's a huge amount of space for the Loreto midfield in there. They're playing quite tight to the Loreto defence and getting a lot of joy from it. Good tracking back from Florence Maughan, but doesn't control. Christina Hamill. Sarah Patton coming out with the ball there. Powers through, but Aoife Taff comes back and defends well. Now Loreto have all the space on the right. Mullen putting pressure on. And now in the corner, O'Brien gets her eyes up, sees what's in front of her. Niamh Shaw defends it over the end line. And looks like a period of both teams getting their breath, but with 5 minutes to go, Railway have to score to draw level. Still time for both teams to get another goal or two. Wouldn't be surprised to see Railway pull their goalkeeper soon. Maybe play with a forward up in the Loreto circle. A bit of a hit and hope. Lily Lloyd loses it though. Sarah Torrans slides that one down to O'Brien, who rolls Niamh Shaw, and Niamh Shaw sighs with relief that one went over the end line, because she was well and truly beaten. And that is Gillian Garrett calling time, as they'll pull their goalkeeper in and Norton comes off, and Railway will be playing with 11 in outfield. So Kate Dillon up on the goalkeeper for Loreto. She's just going to hang out up there. Railway will look to play her. Calls from Una McCarthy to play around the outside for Railway Union. They'll look to make use of their extra player. Loreto playing a full press. They can't afford to give the ball away too easily here. Sarah Torrans now breaking through. And a good dummy from Niamh Shaw. Finds Hawkshaw. She'll look to send it over the other side of the pitch. Orla Patton outstretched, sends it down the sideline. Lloyd doesn't hold on to it long enough. Kate Dillon was looking to come over to the sideline. A full press now from Railway Union. They'll defend in numbers here. Railway Union need to win it, and win it they do. But Lisa McCarthy can't hold on to it. Mia Jennings looks to force it through, but Orla Patton, Kate Dillon just hasn't managed to hold on to the ball there. But a clearance from Loreto means Railway still in possession in the Loreto 25. Good patient play from Lisa McCarthy. So often when you pull your goalkeeper, you go route one, but the Railway management team pleading with their team to go around the outside. That wasn't where that was supposed to go. Christina Hamill. She's been linchpin for Loreto in midfield today. Now Sheaffer O'Brien showing her pace, and Orla Fox just about gets there. Sheaffer O'Brien playing a great hand here, taking a bit of time out of the ball. Good skills from the Loreto forward. An exciting young talent. And Railway losing the ball again. Just over 2 minutes, and Railway will be desperate to win this ball back. Orla Fox finds a way to win it. Nicola Torrans does well, but a stick foul means that Sarah Hawkshaw wins the free, and now Fox will send it around the outside. Patton out to the right hand side where she finds Nyland. Jennings, a timely intervention. Patton. Time running out for Railway now. Loreto quite clearly willing to run down the clock here. They're 1 goal in front, but there is no goalkeeper in the Railway goal. Katie Mullen takes down that overhead, and a free goes against Loreto. They didn't get 5. Really difficult, but they've got to be patient here, Railway. Loreto manning the outside of their circle really well. Shuttling over and back. And now Patton looking to go around the outside. Sends it towards the circle, but touches off a Loreto stick. And a probably space in front of Lisa McCarthy if she wants to take it, but opts to go for Fox. And a lovely step from Grace McLaughlin. Read that one like a book, and now she's sending the ball forward to Sheafer O'Brien. But Sarah Patton, my goodness, that was a quick run back from her. Down into the corner. Interception by Dunn. Hawkshaw though, she'll take this one goalwards. Christina Hamill, great strength to take that one out of the Loreto defence. Emma Smith gets rolled. And Hamill, brilliant skills from her, draws the foul, and time really running out now for Railway. Time has run out for Railway. Loreto at the 1 goal. The difference between the two teams, it was a Sarah Torrans strike from the top of the circle. A loss for Railway at home going into the Christmas break, as this EY Hockey League Round 8 fixture finishes 1 to Loreto, 0 to Railway Union. Thank you so much for watching with us. We will have a break for international and indoor over Christmas. EY2 continues next week, and we'll be back with you to bring the next round of fixtures at the end of January. Details of that, as usual, will be up on social media and on the website. Until then, thank you from HBV Media and Hockey Ireland, and from me as well, Joyce. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.